Welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
Good?
Great.
Ready for Christmas?
Ready for Christmas.
Ready.
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
I guess the most important is Miss Linda ready for Christmas.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. House is all decorated.
Houses, yeah. For us, I mean, we don't get all nutsy with it, but we get, it looks nice.
Yeah.
A couple nativities in there and angels and lights, and
There you go.
silver seemed to be the color this year, so that's cool.
Silver.
We had stopped and talked to some guys that were doing houses, doing businesses, about coming and doing the house, do the peaks up there, because they're from Cotter. You could look up and
Right.
show off pretty well. And they never showed up. So I guess business is pretty good.
What a shame.
Well,
It's a shame.
yeah, it is, because I was kind of looking forward
It
to
doesn't matter what kind of business it is. You can't find anybody who's going to show up.
I mean, Christmas lights, really? But yeah, because no ladders. No ladders. I say that a lot, but no ladders. You look at Montgomery, you look at some of these other guys that I know that have taken bad falls with the ladders that really, really stay off of them.
It's not a good idea to be on a ladder.
No.
How's the real estate business?
Actually, we've listed a couple houses the past week or so. We closed one, Darlene closed one. So it's, for going into Christmas, not bad, not great, but it's all things to be expected. Prices are holding. Interest rates are down. I mean, it was big stories when it was crossing 8%, but now that it's back down, you can get them in the high sixes, and that's a big difference. I mean, that's going back to like way earlier in the year, not last year, but earlier this year. And I think we'll see them come down a little more. We're not going to see 3s and 4s again, I don't think. I think we'll probably settle into the mid-5s, mid-6s, and we'll go from there. I was looking at a show that we did last January with Chris Nassari and me, and we were talking then, and it was a big deal because they had come down from 6 to 5. They had gone back into 5, and it was a big deal, not realizing that we were going to be hitting 8. But if you're in the market, there's 318-ish houses on the market, which is way better than it was a year ago. And you can always refinance, but I would be seriously looking now. If you're looking to buy something, you always refinance it, and the rates may change again by the time you close, and you may be able to put that into the deal with your lender. You want to make sure that I would get pre-approved and go and get a fresh letter and see how much you can afford, see how much your income has changed over the year. People don't really think about how they got a little raise here, they got a COLA, or whatever it may have been. With the different rates, I mean, now that's 6, and it's like 6.8, 6.9. That's for people that have got good credit and can put some money down. That's not going to be for everybody, but that also means though that those who may have had some dings and dents in their credit, they may not have to pay 9 or 10. They may be able to get in an upper 7 or an 8.
And your debt to income ratio is probably changed.
It would change, right? So it's things to keep up on, but now's the time to be looking to buy something, not when they fall again and all of a sudden that 300 houses that are on the market, we're back to 100 because people come in and scarf them all up. And then the prices are going to get pushed up again. So that's the constant trying to get the teeter-totter right between interest rates and price is kind of a balancing game. But you're dating the rate and you marry the price, but you date the rate because it's the actual cost. What does it cost you every month to own that house? And that's where the difference is with the interest rates.
You've been selling real estate a long time. Historically, how is Christmas season for the real estate business?
It's slow, but there'll be some sales. There'll be some, people that had planned to do this. Sometimes sometimes there's people that had thought they were going to be able to close in November, and something happened with their credit or something, and it gets pushed back. So nobody plans on closing on the 23rd of December. I shouldn't say that. We did have one, and that was what they wanted. They wanted to be there for Christmas. They wanted that to be the big deal. So we have had that. But not a lot of people want to do that because there's a lot of things going on with Christmas. But there'll be people looking. There'll be people down visiting Graham and visiting, their mother, visiting aunts, uncles, things like that, and they want to see what's here. We've been talking about this place for a long time, so what's the deal? And then you're going to call us and say, we'll show you what the deal is. And take you out, show you houses, show you the neighborhood, show you, we've got a little tour that we take sometimes with people just to kind of give them a feel. People, they don't realize, the stool here with the hospital, the university, the library, our school system, the area itself, the dams. We have things, I was talking, yesterday we were talking, we have a Home Depot and a Lowe's, and there's towns that are 3 times our size, don't have one of them. And we've got both. And then you add the Big Ace and Marchins and Meeks. There's 12,000 people on the sign. Now, there's a few more than that here, but because we draw from such a big area because of the hospital.
Right.
So, in the hospital, all that's news that was on KY3 because we get our news from KY3 in Missouri because, God forbid, living in Arkansas, we should get our news from Arkansas, but that's a whole nother issue. About the hospital closing. That's the one in Harrison. It's nothing to do with our hospital here, nothing to do with that. But people don't listen to the whole story and they get their skivs all in a bunch, and it's not a...
Get twisted.
Yes, they do. And that's not good, So we want to, kind of an alien concept in the Facebook age, but actually the truth can get out there. So... But business has been okay. Like I say, we've been on some listing appointments. We put a couple new listings in. Linda's got them posted. She put real cute little bells and things like that. Christmas them up a little bit to make them look so. But that's that's the only one who's done it. Of all the other ones that are in there, the only person who's done it is Linda because that's what she does. She's a marketing. She comes up with new ways to help people sell their homes, to help people buy their homes. She came up with helped come up with a financing plan for a big project, and when we're sitting there kicking it around, well, yeah, they may not be a bad idea. When she called the banker, he was like, well, that's a great idea. Duh, why didn't we think of that? That's what we're supposed to be doing. But that's who she is.
That's what she does.
Yes, sir.
Let's look at some numbers.
Yeah. This week in real estate. Oh, look at that. It didn't even turn off. This week in real estate, there were 27 new listings came on the market, 2 commercial properties, 3 parcels of land. So there were 22 homes came on the market. They range in price from $73,000 to $1.5 million. There were 22 sales, 1 commercial property, 4 parcels of land. So 17 homes sold. They range in price from $65,000 to $550,000. So the average sale price this week was $244,000 with 66 days on market. So it shows that market is still. Stuff that comes on, that's priced right, that's presented well, is going to go under contract. That just is. 34 properties expired, and kind of an important number. There were 34 residential price changes, and none of them went up. They were all price reductions, and so we're starting to see more of that where people that have got to sell are being they realize they've got some competition out there with 300 houses on the market, 325 homes actually, that are out there. So if they need to go and get out from under their house, they're going to drop the price a little bit and go from there because you've got equity in there, you've lived in there for however many years you've owned it, and we don't always take that into account. That you've enjoyed the benefits of that house. It's a huge financial decision. I'm not asking anybody to take a beating on anything, but there's been profits been made on there. So, and it helps build up your equity, and when you move on to the next place, you've got some more money to do, and that's kind of what's hurting the first timers, is they don't have that well to be able to draw from. If you sold 2-3 houses over the past 20 years, this latest one you're in, you've got equity in that, and when you sell that, they're going to give you money. That's a good thing. It's hard for the first time. They don't have the money to put that money down. And that's really the hardest thing for them. Currently, like I say, 325 homes. Year to date, this year there's been 1,024 homes have sold. The average sale price this year is $228 with 85 days on market. Last year there had been 1,135 homes that sold with the average sale price at $222 with 79 days on market. So we don't have the same volume as we've had the past couple of years, but the prices of those homes that are selling are holding pretty well. And we'll see what happens.
And you can't beat the weather.
No, sir, you cannot. This is beautiful out
If
there.
you're looking to buy a home, or if you're looking to list one, now's a good time to do it. The weather's cooperating. You can go ahead and get that done.
And you know, and now's a good time if you're looking to buy land or something like that with the trees, or leaves are out of the trees, and you can actually see what it is you're looking at. It makes a big difference for people.
The
'Cause
ticks and chiggers are hiding.
they're hiding a little deeper in the ground anyway. Yeah. Yep. But if you're interested, buying, selling, whatever it is you may want to do, give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. The cameras are on there. The whole MLS is on there. Things to do are on there. There's a bunch of information that she strives to keep going. The shows are on there. If you want to go back and see, what did he say a month ago? It's on there. You can go look it up. The radio shows are on there too. So the 15 years worth of knowledge of doing these shows and being the voice of real estate in the Mountain Home area, we're developing that and trying to save more of that so that people can go back and look things up and kind of see how these trends go.
It's good for trending, yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's kind of.
What's the Z team up to this weekend?
I'll be at the Cotter. I'll be tonight. The Republican Party of Marion County is wrapping presents for a family that we're going to gift. We're going to take care of them, and then we've got they got kids and they've got bad backstories, as is always the case with Christmas, as you know, and is that when we've also got a family, a senior couple that needs some help, and one of the guys came to us from one of the churches and said, "Yeah, I hear you guys try to help some people out," and we do. So the committee. Marion County Republican Committee raised some money, and we're going to wrap presents tonight. And my job is to bring pizza because I'm the chairman.
You've got that
So
handled.
I got that. I stopped over at Bordeaux's, however it is they pronounce it, and said, when I call at about 4 and order 5 pizzas, I'm really ordering them, and you're not getting pranked. So we're going to do that. And tomorrow, I'm sure I'll stop by Cotter tomorrow and take a look at the events down there.
There you go.
And Sunday's hockey at 2 o'clock.
One more time. What's your number?
870-405-0793.
Spend this week in real estate with Bob Zadora. You're watching the morning show on XL7 TV. We'll be back with Friday Sports in just a moment.